We're in Istanbul, Turkey on holiday, and I got a tip from a guy on Reddit that there's a computer market every Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's like an hour and 20 minutes on the bus on the Asia side, but the advice that I got was that if you want the good stuff, you better be there early. So it's currently 6:30 right now. We haven't slept much. There we go, Jocko style, that's the time. Soon the bus is gonna come. Let's see how it goes.
On the camera.
So we waited for 45 minutes for that bus and it never came. So then we're like, let's get a taxi. And then the taxi was here in 17 minutes. And in fairness, why the hell didn't we just take a taxi to begin with? But we're here, let's go check it out. Underground here, it's really a flea market. Like it's definitely that style. There's a lot of different vendors. This is not just like shops coming along and setting up something. This is just like people selling their stuff. We've got DVD players here. Walkman. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. Okay, this is the... Oh, I think this is the unit that lets you play VCDs on the PS1. So it's going to plug into the serial port and the multi-out, I think. You see there's a switch on there. VCD or game. And it passes through the multi-out. Now the PS1, we're seeing a few PS1s around here. Controllers. Rough, but it seems serviceable. Old mate's got some PSPs. So there was this one particular old mate who actually had some game cartridges here. They were all PAL, because Turkey is a PAL territory. Got the N64 Carts there. Street Fighter 2, Super Mario All-Stars. Now I think about it, I probably should have picked those ones up. They should have only been about €5 each. But Street Fighter 2, it looked genuine, a little bit yellowed, but it looked pretty legit. I saw some fake games there, but these looked fine. And he had a Game Gear collection. Again, it looked legit. A couple of copies of Columns, Super Monaco GP. That was kind of cool. He didn't have a Game Gear as such for sale, but the games were there. Sonic N on the N gauge, and just in the bottom of the shot you can see he had a busted up N gauge as well with I think he was selling it with a replacement shell. You got the Famicom games there. What's this pattern generator? On, off. Antenna. So it's gonna generate RF. So this is an old USB digitizer. So it seems to take composite, S-video, maybe RF. It seems to be a digitizer. Cost me €2.50. Let's see how it works later. This old Blaupunkt High 8 seems to be T-PAL. Blaupunkt German, so I guess it makes sense. Look at this old Trinitron. Let's pull back on that for a second. Look at this old Trinitron. How does it connect at the back? That's RF only. At the back there, you can see the model number. What an amazing old CRT. That thing looks beautiful. Like, is this looks like some sort of old magnetic media, is it? I don't know what a Carlisle Epoch MTC is. But it looks interesting. Look at this guy. I've also absolutely lost my girlfriend in these markets. I don't know. Although the way that we find each other is that I have a hotspot in my bag, so I can check that. And if she's still connected to the Wi-Fi, then I know she's nearby. And if not, then I got bigger problems than that. Have you ever seen a dirtier, more banged up PS1? Look at that. What? PAL 2250. Jesus, looks like that thing's been dug up next to the ET cartridges. Whoa.
25.
25. This is 25. Okay.
No.
Oh yeah, from before. Yes, you're the guy that helped me before. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Turkish people are very nice. That was the guy. He walks up and he goes 25, and I'm like, oh, is this? Are you selling this? And he's like, no, he helped me earlier when I was buying the digitizer. He was the one that helped with the price. Nice guy, just wanted to say hello again. Just so much fresh produce. Oh, electronics are not the only thing you find at the market. Ciao. Looks like Barbie's seen better days. She had a big night out. She had too much of the local juju juice. And look what happened to you. She had to get herself on the street at 6 a.m. It's rough for Barbie. That's it, cover yourself up. Exorcist Barbie. I'm ready to go again. Things are great. So this thing says RF modulator, sure. And we've got some composite, we've got some AV, a Scart in. But where's the RF bit? Shouldn't there be an aerial out or something like that? What? Where is it modulating? Is it a transmitter? I don't think it's a transmitter. So this is a big old monster Scart cable. The trick I'm finding in this huge pile of cables is basically find the thickest cable and then pull on it. And then you're probably gonna find something interesting. That's a monster Scart. That's gonna be really well shielded. This is a Belkin Scart. And it's got the end for the CVVS on the end, composite out. That's nice and thick. And then this kind of thick, this will work as a component cable. 3+2. What a heap of junk, but I love it. I better buy some stuff from him for ruin his huge pile of cables. At the back there, there's a PlayStation. There's the dashboard from a car. Look at this guy. He looks like a character from Game of Thrones. Tremendous. Sorry? Australia. Australia. Yeah. Hello. Nice to meet you, sir. Very nice. This is the haggle. This is the negotiation. He's making a deal. Turkish Tom Segura mask. Okay. Oh shit, that's even, this side's even creepier. So that was the tour through the Turkish flea market yesterday. I'm filming this back up the next day. Once we were done with that market for about an hour and a half, we were done. It was hot. We didn't have food. We were baked. So I'll take you through the things that I got. The cables, first of all, these big, dirty cables. So this is just a Scart cable, but it's a monster cable. And if I look at the wording on here, high resolution 75 ohm Scart cable with high density double shielding by monster cable. So even though I have a million Scart cables, you know, this is the good old, this would have cost a ton back in the day, and now it's pretty cheap. It's a good one to have. Then I've got the Scart to composite breakout cable. So Scart on one end, composite, and then audio video. This one is also, like, it's thick. As I was saying in the video, that's how I found it, and it's got more awesome wording on it. It's, here it is. Pure AV by Belkin, high performance, double shielded Scart audio video interconnect with nitrogen injected foam, polyethylene dielectric, pure AV by Belkin. Holy, would you have paid 50 bucks for this fucking cable back in the day? But it's thick. I presume it's well shielded. So I got that one. And then from the same old mate, I got this Hummer. Hummer's a pretty, like, average brand, can be okay. I think they're German. It's just a component cable, it'll work. It's just a 5-plug component cable. Not so much component, it seems like Turkey was using Scart. I saw like one device that was component, everything else was Scart out. Those ones cost me €6 for the 3 of them, 60 lira. But I look, I know I'm getting swindled. I see Turkish people who are watching this video going, oh my God, oh. Look, I know. The guy, I asked him to write the number on the bit of paper, and he wrote it was like 60, but you couldn't tell. And I'm like, what is this number that you're writing? And then I wrote 50, and he's like, yeah, okay. But then all I had was 100 lira note. So I gave him the 100 lira, and then he gave me back 40. And I went, all right, old mate, you win this round. So what can you do? So €2 each. Well. And my final pickup was this video capture device, Life View. On the back here, it's called USB Life TV. It's got a USB connection here. It's got Composite, S-Video, RF, satellite, or your cable direct in there, an audio in, and 5-volt. And I don't know much about this device, but I found a review from 2001, which said, and back in 2001, when a guy reviewed it, he said that the problem is that it only goes in at 240 pixels across, 240p, which was an issue back then, where that kind of sounds better for retro gaming. So at first I was like, oh, this is going to be a great pickup. But then as the review went on, he pointed out that while the unit accepts 25 frames a second, or 30 be it the case, this is USB 1.0, which does not have the bandwidth to transmit 30 frames a second. So the reviewer said that in practice they got more like 15 frames a second. So this may not be the cure-all that I was hoping for. Might do a little review on it later, but this is 2000s. This would have cost you about 150, 180 bucks in 2000, and this was the 25. This was the €2.50. So thanks for watching my trip to the Istanbul market. I love retro collecting everywhere I go. I got a tip from a guy on Reddit, and he said, check out this market. It was totally worth it. I enjoyed it, and hope to see you on the next video. Ciao for now.